The season finale of Marshals ended in a way that completely changed the future of the story. And honestly, it feels like Season 2 is going to be far more dangerous for Casey and everyone around him. Just when Casey finally thought he could move forward and leave some of the pain connected to East Camp behind, the finale proved that the past is still chasing him. The episode balanced emotional moments, shocking betrayals, and intense action perfectly, making it one of the strongest episodes of the entire season. One of the biggest moments in the finale was Casey's decision not to sell East Camp. Throughout the season, the ranch represented both family history and painful memories, so selling it would have allowed Casey to finally walk away from everything connected to the Dutton legacy. But instead of giving it up, he chooses to turn part of the property into a therapy center for veterans. That decision showed real growth because Casey finally tried to transform something painful into something meaningful. For a short moment, it honestly felt like peace was finally possible for him. But things quickly became chaotic after that. Thomas, Miles, and Mo were attacked while trying to stop the mine project, and suddenly Montana turned into a battlefield again. The attacks were brutal and made it clear that somebody powerful was secretly controlling everything from the shadows. Watching East Camp become a place under siege created some incredibly tense moments, especially when Thomas was targeted again right inside the ranch. Casey was completely surrounded, and without the Marshals arriving in time, the situation could have ended very differently. The most emotional moment of the episode was definitely Tate being forced to kill one of the attackers while protecting Thomas. Casey has spent years trying to keep Tate away from violence, but once again the dangerous Dutton world pulled him back in. That scene was heartbreaking because you could see Casey realizing that no matter how hard he tries, Tate may never fully escape the darkness surrounding their family. At the same time, the finale also gave several emotional character moments. Calvin rebuilding his relationship with Maddie was one of the most satisfying parts of the episode, especially when she finally called him Dad. With Calvin secretly battling cancer, those scenes carried even more emotional weight. Belle's storyline also became more interesting after her husband refused to help with her gambling debt. That disappointment pushed her even closer to Calvin, and it feels very likely that Season 2 will continue developing their relationship in a much deeper way. But the biggest twist of all was the reveal that Tom was secretly behind the attacks the entire time. The season spent so long making Tom and Dolly seem trustworthy that the betrayal became even more shocking. Andrea, noticing the suspicious vehicle connected to the attacks, slowly started exposing the truth, and when Tom's ranch foreman confirmed everything had been handled, the entire mystery finally came together. Tom had been manipulating everyone from the beginning. What makes the situation even more dangerous is the fact that Casey and Tate completely trust Tom and Dolly. Casey even allows Tate to travel to Texas with them, which shows just how deeply Tom managed to manipulate him emotionally. But it feels unlikely that Tom's lies will stay hidden forever, because Andrea already seems suspicious. Her decision not to move to DC feels incredibly important, because she may become the person who uncovers the entire truth in Season 2. The finale also strongly hinted at a future relationship between Casey and Andrea. Their emotional goodbye scene showed how much they truly care about each other, and Season 2 will probably bring them even closer together as they investigate the attacks. At the same time, Tate spending time in Texas could also open the door for a crossover with characters from Dutton Ranch, especially Rip, who would likely sense immediately that something is wrong with Tom. Overall, the finale succeeded because it mixed emotional storytelling with major twists and non-stop tension. Every character now feels like they are heading into a much darker chapter. Casey is losing trust in the people around him, Tate is slowly being pulled into violence, Calvin is fighting both illness and emotional struggles, and Andrea may become the key to exposing the truth before everything falls apart. And now that Tom's betrayal has finally been revealed, Season 2 feels like it is setting up a massive war over loyalty, family, and survival.